Churchill comes over here to say we're doing splendidly. But it's very cold out here in the snow, marching to and from the enemy. Oh, I say it's tough, I have had enough. Can you stop the cavalry? Centuries. That is when I say, oh yes, yet again, can you stop the cavalry? Mary Bradley waits at home in the nuclear fallout zone. Wish I could be dancing now in the arms of the girl I love. Wish I was at home for Christmas. Bang, that's another bomb on another town while Luzar and Jim have tea. If I get home, lift and tell the tale, I'll run for all presidencies. If I get elected, I will stop the cavalry. Wish I was at home for Christmas. Wish I could be dancing now in the arms of the girl I love. Mary Bradley waits at home. She's been waiting 2 years long. Wish I was at home for Christmas.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Neffy.
Hey, Double Mickey.
Hey. Merry Christmas, dude.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Wow. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit?
What a magical time of the year.
It is the most magical time. Do you know what I wish I had in this most magical of times?
Gee, I wonder.
Oh, I bet you do. I wish I had a girlfriend, but not any girlfriend. I wish I had a magical girlfriend. Thankfully, someone left a present under my tree. Alright.
Wow, this seems like just the thing you need.
It does. Well. Good job, Santa gave me this game. Oh no, I was told there'd be no maths. What do I look like? I think I look like this one more than this one. Oh no, what's my name? What's my name, Nerfy?
Well, according to the stream title, Saint Nick.
Well, Jake says it's Nickers, which...
American Nicky.
American Nicky. Is Nickers really your name? Oh no. What happens if I lie? Will I not get the magical girlfriends? I need to confirm the 2 answers you've gave me. Christ, it was like talking to the government. Today is a wondrous day. It's a day I've dreamt about for nearly 3 months. That's right, guys. It's Christmas. All the blood, sweat and tears I've shed these past months have led me to this very point in time. The perfect moment. The very point of my entire existence. I now hold in my possession the Holy Grail, an object of such great value and importance that it would spell disaster if it fell into the wrong hands. It rests heavily in my palm, seeming to pulsate with life. The inconspicuous brown paper bag covering it does little to mask its holy aura. As I gaze upon this most sacred of objects, I make a solemn vow to myself. I promise to guard this object until the day I die. For now, it's time to view the object's full, magnificent splendour. It's about what I expected. I hold the uncovered object in all its radiant glory. It's the limited edition, special cover version of volume 35 of my all-time favourite Magical Girl manga series, Fate Prisma Ilia. I find myself shedding a tear of joy as I bask in the beauty of the limited edition cover. With only 100 of these printed, I am truly one of the luckiest people alive. I've been following this series since I was just an impudent child. I have grown alongside it, chanting the heroine's name in my sleep night after night. And now, the very last volume has arrived. Years of worship have guided me here. Today, the series is complete. I'll return home and read this most valued tome and achieve true nirvana. Reading this series over— oh, Jesus Christ, does guy ever shut up about this? Ambitions and motives, the ever-present darkness, want to believe children's manga, we're too narrow-minded to understand this high piece of fiction right here, this seminal piece of work. It's the Game of Thrones, The Witcher, all rolled into one, but magical girls. I reach out for the cover, but no, I can't open this in the street. I need to go home and hide under my blankets before I dive into this adventure. But I can't keep my eyes off the beautiful cover. This walk home will truly be a test of my inner strength and willpower. I should power walk towards my house. The quicker I get home, the quicker I can begin reading. Excellent idea, me. The journey speeds along at a rapid pace. I don't even have to take my eyes off the manga. I know this route so well. Just a few more blocks to go. I feel like I've wasted most of spring, lazing away with nothing to do. I can't even remember the majority of it. The days just blast like a blur. Every day, the same as the last. At the very least, Hikari can come visit me some days. At least, I think she did. I don't remember if she ever stayed that long, or if we talked much. Still, it was a nice thing for her to do. Here's my hand. I know I should try to perk up a little, try and get some things done before the season ends. But then again, it's just so easy to lie here, on the grass, without a care in the world. I wonder, how much longer can this visual novel go on for? Everything changed on that fateful day 2 years ago. We've had a time skip. when I picked up the favourite volume of my favourite magical girl manga series. I read it cover to cover, and when I finished, reality began to sink in. I'm a NEET. The story I've been following for nearly my entire life was just finished. Since that day I felt so very, very lost. My appetite disappeared. I stopped hanging out with my friends. I dropped all of this as too real. The days went by in a haze, and looking back I can't remember a single moment with any kind of clarity. It's sad, but that's the truth of it. Just need to take a drink, this is too harrowing for me. I can try and blame the recent heat as much as I want, but really, I've been feeling like this for seasons now. I need to pick myself up. If I don't get a grip, I'm gonna throw away my entire future. I need to get my head back in the game. I need to pull it together before tomorrow. Tomorrow, the first day at my new school. It's kind of hard to believe I just keep on talking like this for ages. It's just absolute nonsense, but I just keep on repeating. And I always assumed that Hikari would, you know, stop me from doing this, but before I knew it, I was enrolled in a new academy without so much as a nod of approval. Classes start tomorrow, whether I'm ready or not. As for the academy itself, I don't even know what kind of classes I'll be attending. It could be anything considering Hikari's eclectic tastes. She probably signed me up for a cooking class or horseback riding or advanced basket weaving, who knows? I'm beginning to doze off in the warm afternoon sun. Just before my awareness slips away completely, a shadow falls across my face. Someone is suddenly standing over me. I squint, trying to make out their features. Oh no, how am I supposed to do a voice if I don't know what they look like? It's time to wake up now, Knickers. It's me! Hikari Sato! What are you lying around here for? It's far too hot. You're going to cook. I shoot the girl a dirty look, as if accusing her for interrupting my rest. It takes me another couple of seconds to recognise the girl, blame my foggy mind. Oh. It's you, Hikari. Jeez, is this what passes for greeting these days? Sorry, I was lost in thought. Well, it's my fault for expecting you to treat me with a little respect. I said I'm sorry. Fine, fine. This intrusive girl is none other than Hikari, one of my oldest friends. She's kind of cute in her own way, I guess. I've known her for such a long time, but I can't imagine her as anything other than just a friend. Though I wonder if she feels the same about me. Hikari is the kind of girl that shoots first and asks questions later, but that's probably due to her being overprotective rather than assertive. It's the reason I assume she is the one who enrolled me at the new academy. I don't know anyone else who cares about my future like she does. When we were younger, she had this habit of following me around everywhere, kind of like a little sister. As we grew older, this habit evolved into meddling in my business and stealing my lunch every day. It probably sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm honestly not. Hikari is a great person, and I'm truly lucky to have a friend like her. I just don't understand what she sees in me, or what she gets out of our relationship. Anyway, what are you doing out here? Do you have any idea how long it took me to find you? I'm just relaxing. What's the big deal? Relaxing? You don't do anything but relax. You're aware we're starting school tomorrow, right? Yep. Painfully aware. Wait, you said we are? As in we? Are you attending class with me, Hikari? Oh, give me a break. I've explained this to you 6.5 times. I swear, talking to you is like talking to a brick wall, except the wall is better looking than you are. Hey, I object to that. Rah! Look, we're in the academy together, and that's final. You don't have a say in the matter, okay? Okay, please don't hurt me. I wouldn't dream of hurting you. I have a question though. What kind of classes are we taking? A thoughtful expression crosses Hikari's features. I can tell she's making up her mind on whether to scold me or give me a proper answer. Well, if you read the guide I left you at your house, here we go. Can I read this less sensually? You'd already know that we'll be taking basic first year classes. Nothing too difficult, I'd imagine. They know you're a noob, so you shouldn't have any problems. Somehow being called a noob hurts way more than anything else Hikari could have come up with. Aren't you a noob as well, Hikari? She looks taken aback, almost as offended as I got just seconds ago. Well, please, don't call me the N-word. What is she talking about? I'm confused. What have you been practicing? A frown crosses Hikari's face. I know this expression well. It's "I'm so tired of your clueless ass face." It's the same expression she's had this entire conversation. I've been practicing to become a fully fledged magical girl, of course. You what? Did she just say magical girl? Somehow the stupor I've been living in for endless months shatters in an instant. I feel like my eyes have opened for the first time in a long time. I see Hikari's smiling face beaming at me, as if she's so proud of what she just said. Of course, I remember Hikari's training to become a magical girl. How could I have let such a magnificent fact elude me for so long? I've known for so much. So if I put 2 and 2 together, I'm saying the academy we're attending tomorrow is a school for magical girls. But why am I going? I'm not a magical girl. Heck, I'm not even sure I'm a girl. Tee-hee, you look like you just took an ice-cold shower, Knickers. Is everything okay? I think about her question for a moment. I do feel more alert now. It's a familiar feeling. It's almost the way I felt before. Back before my favourite manga finished. The truth is, magical girls are very, very real. The whole time I had my head buried in manga, real-life magical girls existed all around me. I think I was too nervous to ever go out and meet them. Except for Hikari. I knew her before she ever awakened to her powers. I can't quite explain why I've let my mind stay so foggy these last few years, but maybe now, with school starting tomorrow, I can begin to working towards becoming a functional human being again. I give Hikari a slight smile. Hikari, why am I going through a school for magical girls? Hikari shuffles on the spot. She seems hesitant to tell me. The truth is, I have a really tragic background. About a month ago, you and I were having dinner, and all of a sudden your powers awoke. What? I noticed it immediately, but you seemed like your old, oblivious self and barely paid attention to what happened. So what did happen? I spilled. Oh no, don't right click. Can I get just a picture here? I spilt my glass of diamond shards. I knocked it over and glass came out of the water. It was going to shatter on my bare feet, and I screamed, afraid of myself. It happened so quickly I couldn't move away in time. So I put my hand down and just stared at it. And you kind of glanced at the glass, and it stopped, mid-air, frozen like tears in the rain. I mean literally, frozen in time, ice and all. I don't believe you. I don't remember something like that. Yuta shrugged and continued eating. I think at the time you just believed I had made the glass freeze in place. After all, you've known about my powers for a long time. I awoke to my powers when I was 13, maybe 14. I don't quite remember, but still. I have a very specific set of powers, and don't forget, I'm untrained. There's no way I could freeze something in time. So after that night, I replayed the event back in my mind over and over. The only explanation is that you froze the glass. So what you're saying is, I'm a hero. Bleh, not quite, Knickers. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I never enrolled us to attend the academy. We were both sent letters from the association. They can detect who has magical powers and who doesn't. You know, they keep a record of everyone. According to the association, once magical girls reach 18 of age, it's the law for them to attend the academy. The letters basically demanded we attend the academy, effective immediately. But I'm a boy, I can't go to an all-girls school. Yes, well, I can't explain it. Boys don't ever awaken to magical powers. You might be some new phenomenon. Because you awaken to your powers right on the age of 15, you get the joy of going back to school. Regardless, we both start class tomorrow. We'll both be training to become magical girls. Or a magical boy in my case, apparently. All of this information is swirling around my head like a tornado. I feel simultaneously excited and exhausted. Do I really have magical powers? Can I actually freeze things in time? I can't think of any other situation where I've done such a thing, and I have no clue how to make it happen again. Well, I suppose that's the point of the academy. They should train me to reach my full potential, right? I guess attending class with Hikari won't be so bad. Maybe I'll make some new friends too. What do you say we get out of here? We can go grab dinner to celebrate our last night of freedom. Sounds good to me. You're paying though. I'm a NEET. I am not, you big lug. You can pay for both of us with your NEET bucks. Hey, dinner was my idea. It was your idea, not mine. Why should I pay? You're just as hopeless as always. How did I get dragged into going back to school with you? You love it, you slag. Let's see how many classes we can make it through before I strangle you out of frustration. Shut up. Ugh, please, for the love of all that is holy, shut up. I begrudgingly open my eyes and am greeted by the sight of an alarm clock having a seizure on the floor. The glowing red numbers taunt my blurry vision by fading in and out at full speed. I groan and rub my eyes, trying to clear my vision. Finally, I can make out the numbers on the clock clearly. 8:02 AM. I yawn. Thankfully, it's still early. I've got nothing to do today except eat leftovers, so why did I set my alarm for such an early time? 8:03 AM. I smack my lips at the thought of the cold Chinese takeout waiting for me in the refrigerator. 8:04 AM. I stifle a yawn. Some distant thought is tugging at the back of my mind. Have I forgotten something important about today? Did I have something more serious to do than eat leftovers? 8:05 AM. Nah, impossible. Maybe Hikari said she'll visit today, or something like that. 8:06 AM. Oh yeah, something is coming back to me. School? Am I supposed to go to school today? 8:07 AM. I feel like a bucket of cold water has just been splashed on my head. Suddenly wide awake, I realise I've completely forgotten that today is my first day at the academy. Everything is coming back to me now, including the fact that Hikari told me the first year orientation starts at 8:30 sharp. Sharp! 8:08 AM. I can't be late for my first day at the academy. What will Hikari think of me? More importantly, what will the cute magical girls I've never met think of me? I leap out of bed like a frog launching from a lily pad. I immediately regret this action as I'm still tangled up in my blankets and they drag me down to the floor. I narrowly avoid hitting my head. I thank my lucky stars that I didn't get hurt before frantically scrambling to my feet. I dash out of my room and into the kitchen. I open the fridge and am greeted by the wafting aroma of cold, sweet and sour pork leftovers. I grab the container unceremoniously and launch it across the kitchen, cheering when it lands in the open microwave. Why is this man leaving his microwave open? And also, the fridge is here, the microwave is there. Where is he chucking it across the room? It's like literally within hands. Whatever. I dash to the microwave and mash the keypad blindly. The light flickers to life and the machine starts up with a splutter and a hum. While my excellent choice of breakfast is being cooked to perfection, I decide to get dressed. When I reach my closet, I come to the sinking realization that I don't have an academy uniform yet. I heave open the doors with a sigh, only to be greeted by the sight of an unfamiliar dry cleaning bag on a coat hanger. With a confused frown, I pull the bag down and find a note written on view in cute handwriting. I went to the trouble of picking up your new uniform for you. You owe me one. Oh, it's Hikari. She thinks of everything. I tear into the dry cleaning bag and pull out a brand new uniform. I'm in the middle of climbing into my new threads just as a cacophony of beeps and boops call me from the kitchen. Breakfast is ready. Oh, personal record, guys. Speedrun. 12.74 seconds. Might be. New world record. Get me on GDQ. I hardly even know where I'm going, but I recall Hikari saying the academy is walking distance from my home. It's not hard to find a map on my phone, so I load that up and begin my hurried walk. A little time passes. It's 8:24 AM. Can I make it in time? The map on my phone tells me I arrive in 8 minutes. I'll be a little late, but a couple of minutes never hurt anyone, right? I wonder if Hikari will be there to meet me at the school gate. It would be nice to see a familiar face after a whirlwind of a morning. There's a few other straggling students making their way into the school. They're all wearing, pastel yellow vests. That's not a very attractive colour. I notice all the students at the Magical Girls School are female. What a surprise. I finally reach the school gates. When I peer beyond them, I see the other students entering what looks to be the school hall. I suppose that's where the orientation is being held. I glance around to see if Hikari is here. No luck though. Maybe she's waiting for me inside the hall. I break into a run towards the school hall, sprinting as fast as my unfit legs can carry me. I weave in and around the other students, also making a mad dash forward. I'm nearly there. I can almost taste my fashionably late entrance. My foot snags on the other student's shoe. Guess I wasn't quick enough to get out of their way. I don't even have time to let out a gas as I fall flat on my face on the pavement. I was so close. I nearly made it. Bad end. Now I'm just lying on the ground, face down like an idiot. I can't read the chat and read a visual novel at the same time, guys. Come on now. What do you want from me? A little squeal erupts in front of me. My first thought is that maybe I squashed some small cute animal when I fell, like a kitten. Or a squirrel that can squeal. Ah, it's Yui Akiyama, of course. Who else would it be? Oh no. Don't look, guys. Hey, Nuffy.
Hey.
Is this you?
Do you want it to be?
I mean, she seems like your type.
You can do worse.
A cute girl wearing glasses has fallen on the ground in front of me. She looks to be about my age, so I assume she's a first year student as well. She's trying and failing to cover up her panties, which I believe the entire world can now see.
Eek! Don't look!
I bashfully turn my head away, for at least a second. Then I turn back to her.
Stop it! Stop looking! You're a boy. Why are you here? This is a school for magical girls.
I know, it's a long story, but I'm a student here. I'm sorry, I think I knocked you over.
No, I think it was my fault. I was in a rush and wasn't looking where I was going.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
The girl is still trying to adjust her skirt so she can rescue her dignity.
Are we really late for orientation?
Yeah, I think so.
That's terrible. I promised myself I would make it on time. I can't believe I slept in. I'm a stupid, stupid girl.
Hey now, don't beat yourself up. I slept in too.
You don't understand. I only slept in because I went to bed at 3 AM, even though I promised myself I wouldn't stay up so late.
The girl sure seems interesting. I bet she was doing those new Final Fantasy XIV raids. Were you?
That's too embarrassing to answer.
Oh no, it's almost late December, she hasn't even finished beating Alexander yet. What a noob. Come on, you can tell me, it's not like we're strangers, I mean, I've seen your...
Not the N-word. Kia! Don't say it!
Oops.
Fine, I'll tell you why I was up so late. I was watching films.
Films, huh? I wonder what kind of films.
It's not my fault I have trouble going to bed after watching horror movies. I start to see shadows lurking in every corner, and I get too scared to even try to sleep. I don't expect someone like you to know what it's like.
What does she mean by this?
To become so engrossed in a tale of the macabre that all the hairs on your body stand on end. To be frightened senseless at the slightest strange sound from within your own home. Until you've experienced that kind of paralyzing terror, you'll never understand the joy of cult horror films.
Is this like really budget Deadly Premonition? The girl is breathing heavily, obviously exhausted from her passionate outburst. I think she may have a screw loosed.
You haven't lived until you've seen a film that makes your toes curl, chills your bones, and gives you goosebumps all at the same time.
I'll take your word for it. So this girl likes to scare herself senseless, and then wonders why she can't get a decent sleep at a decent hour. So, yeah, you still haven't covered up your, punani. The girl squeals again in embarrassment. I won't ask you to do that. I'd feel sorry for her if the view wasn't in my favour.
Stop looking.
Sorry.
Why am I cursed with such bad luck? How can something so embarrassing happen on the very first day of school?
I suppose I understand why she's so distressed. Maybe I should say something to calm her down. By the way, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah, is that such an unusual question?
No, I suppose not. My name is Yui Akiyama. Pleased to meet you, I guess.
It's nice to meet you, Yui. My name is Knickers, and I can see yours. I get to my feet and dust myself off. I reach a hand out to Yui. Here, I'll help you up. What is this art? Why is it different?
I no longer consent to looking like this.
I'm sorry. But at least your fingers are soft and delicate.
Thank you. I'm sorry we had to meet under such distressing circumstances.
Don't sweat it. I'm just sorry to have met you after all. Although, you might have to go to the doctor's lounge. Since you've stood up, you've gone really strange looking. A soft red blush returns to her cheeks. She looks away shyly.
We should go.
Yeah. Without another word, Yui takes the lead and walks in front of me. I follow behind her obediently. We make our way to the entrance to the school hall. The big wooden doors are closed, barring our way forward. Yui tries pulling the handle. The door is stuck fast. She frowns and changes tactics, pushing the door instead. Still no luck. The door is securely locked. Really not your day.
Do they really lock out latecomers?
I guess so.
Oh no. Oh no. Are we going to be punished for missing orientation? I don't think I can handle detention.
Calm down, calm down. I'm sure we're not going to be punished. We just have to wait here until orientation ends, I suppose. I give Yui a shrug. If we wait around for the students leave the hall, we'll surely run into Hikari. Hikari will know what to do. She always does. In the meantime, why don't we get to know each other? Yui doesn't say anything. A downtrodden expression has etched itself onto her features. She leans against the wall and lets out a sigh. So, you know any magic? Either she doesn't hear me, or is choosing to ignore me for now. Her eyes are closed as she's trying to block out the world around her. Well, not much I can do, I suppose. I slump down and sit on the ground. I have no idea how long orientation goes for, or how long we've been waiting around here.
Nikki, you muted yourself.
Ah! I muted myself, no! Rebecca! I don't want to hear it. You let me down, Nickers. You're gonna make this up to me. I will. I'm really sorry. Well, what happened anyway? Did you sleep in? Well, yeah, I did. But I actually got here at a decent time. The problem is, I knocked another girl over, and we got caught up talking. Another girl? Yeah, actually. Because the crowd has thinned out, I can see Yui standing awkwardly by the doors. It was that girl. Over there. Hikari looks towards Yui, standing all alone. I see. Is she a first year as well? She looks lost. Yeah, I think so. Since we got locked outside, we weren't sure what to do, or where to go. I was kind of hoping you could help us, Hikari. Hikari almost looks sad just for a moment, but then a bright smile flashes across her face. I'm always happy to help. Now that orientation is over, we have to go to our homeroom and meet our teacher. I can lead the way. Hikari begins to skip away. I grab Yui's attention with a wave and beckon her towards us.
What is it?
We can go to the homeroom and meet our teacher now. Do you want to follow us?
Yeah, okay, thanks.
With that, the three of us make our way to the classroom. The classroom is noisy. There must be 30 students packed in, chatting away and waiting for the teacher to arrive. Hikari managed to find seats for myself and Yui, all lined up next to each other. Not a bad arrangement if I do say so myself. I glance around the room. It all feels familiar, just like high school all over again. The students are even in their cliques, and it's only the very first day. And nobody is paying attention to the fact that I'm a bloke. At the front of the class are the bookworms. Hanging out by the classroom door are the rebellious girls. And here, in the middle, are my bitches. Hikari and I go way back, of course. I've just met Yui. As for Hikari and Yui's relationship, I don't think they've spoken a single word to each other. Will they become friends? Time will tell. Clamour of voices quiets down as the classroom door opens and a woman enters. She makes her way to the front of the class, offers a smile and begins her speech.
You're right, love. I'm the homeroom teacher, Miss Otsuka. But you can call me by my first name, Satomi. You'll find I'm a very informal teacher, unlike any teacher you've had during your school years for sure. It's my hope that we can all become friends during our first time here at the academy. I hope we can build a relationship that carries on long after you graduate.
This suddenly turned into the abridged remake.
This new teacher, Satomi, she seems really nice. I can't really pick just one defining feature of this new teacher. Oh, I'll have to pick two. She has two very large, very defining features. On a less shallow note, she has a really beautiful voice. Overall, definitely not bad for an older woman. She seems to have captured the class's attention. Even the rebellious girls have taken a seat to show their respect.
I'm sure you'll have a million questions burning in your brains, especially after orientation.
Rest assured.
Rest assured, I am here to help every one of you achieve your goals and get good grades during the year. As your homeroom teacher, I'll offer you support and guidance. If you need assistance with any of your subjects, then you can come to me.
Man, I hope she doesn't have many lines in this game. I've got myself into a corner here.
Now then, hold that out of the way.
She takes a step forward. Her elbow knocks a stack of papers off her desk. Important looking documents scatter all over the floor. The class gasps, then falls silent, waiting to see how she reacts to the mess she just made.
Oh, oops!
Let's pray. I hate.
Did you read my message about the fact that this is 5 hours long?
Is it 5 hours long? Oh no! What have I done? The class gasps once more, then silence. She's dead.
Oh! Ah!
I hear a slight giggle from Yui seated next to me. She obviously thinks this whole affair is pretty funny. A few girls rush to the front of the class to help the teacher pick up her papers. When Satomi stands up, I can make out the faint purple outline of a bruise forming on her forehead. After 2 clumsy failures, Satomi hasn't exactly managed to maintain her composure. She's glowing red and a bead of embarrassed sweat trickles down her face.
Oh, class! Oh, you can ignore that little spectacle. I would greatly appreciate it.
A few students giggle quietly. Satomi does her best to continue with her speech. Somehow, she hasn't entirely lost the class's respect, which is admirable.
Okay, class. Where was I? Oh, yes. For our first bit of business today, I'll be covering the subjects you'll be learning this year. Let's begin.
Drink more water?
There are 3 core subjects you must all attend in order to progress in the academy. These subjects are magical history, practical magic, and alchemy. Any other subjects you choose to undertake at the academy are optional, but will provide credits towards your overall degree. In magical history class, you'll learn all about the origins of the magical girls that have become commonplace in our world. You'll discover how they came into being and their importance in our modern society. In practical magic class, you'll undertake mages. Finally, in alchemy class, you'll become familiar with the art of crafting magical items, from magical swords and staves to potions and portals. This is where your creativity will be put to the test.
Wow, this all sounds pretty cool. I had no idea there was so much involved in becoming a magic girl. I hear the horrid scratching of pen and paper to my left. Hikari is scribbling notes frantically, her tongue sticking out the side of her mouth as she concentrates. To my right, Yui is also taking notes, but she's decorated the page of her notebook with doodles of a wicked witch stirring a cauldron.
Your time here at the academy will be one of the most memorable experiences of your life. In fact, when you look back on these days, you may think it was all just a dream. That's how pleasant your days here will be.
Oh no. I think we did get hit by Truck Gun, and this is all just a dream.
With that said, don't think you can slack off. In order to graduate, you'll need to put in a lot of hard work. Don't expect to excel at every class. All students are different, and you may find that what comes naturally to you is very different to someone else. It's very important to not let your classes and studying dominate your life. Socialise, make friends, take the time to relax once in a while. I highly recommend joining a club. When you get the chance, we have a host of a variety of fun clubs you can attend in your free time. Take part in the activities and meet new people. Finally, to wrap up my speech, I need to tell you what to expect at exam time. There's exams. And when you do the exams, they're on the subjects you do. Just do them. Read. I can't speak like this anymore. Also, don't fail.
Satomi smiles wildly at the class. Everyone seems to be in good mood after hearing her passionate speech. They all sound fairly interesting. I get the feeling I enjoy practical magic the most, After all, isn't casting spells and seeing real magic happen before your eyes like what it's all about? Satomi wraps up her little speech with a few heartfelt quotes from some famous magical girls or something along those lines. I'm starting to get hungry, so I zone out. Before I know it, I'm being shuffled out of the classroom by Hikari. All the other students are leaving too, and Yui is following behind. Hikari pulls me aside in the corridor.
So, Nickers, what did you think? Everything sounds exciting, right?
Yeah, I actually think I'll enjoy my time here.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I have a feeling we'll have most of our classes together, so we can always help each other out with our studies.
I notice Yui standing off to the side of the corridor. She's glancing at her phone absent-mindedly. I get the feeling she's not one to make friends easily, and she doesn't seem to know anyone at this school. Maybe I should make an effort and invite her to hang out with Hikari and myself.
I'm super excited about magical history class. I want to learn about all the famous magical girls like history, like Jeanne d'Arc and Cleopatra.
I let Hikari trail off as I wander over to... I don't even get a choice. I just leave her speaking to herself. Hey babe. Yui looks up from her phone, somewhat taken aback.
I wasn't waiting around for you or anything like that, Baka. I just don't know anyone here.
It's okay, don't sweat it. Sorry about running into you, you know, this morning. Yui almost gives me a smile.
It's okay. I'm glad I met at least one new person today.
Me too. If you don't mind, you're more than welcome to hang out with myself and Hikari.
Thank you. I'd like that. I'll feel more comfortable having a few friends around.
Hikari stomps over to us in a huff.
Nicker!
Oh god, I hope the teacher never comes back.
Nickers, I was in the middle of talking to you, and you just walked away. Who taught you to be so rude? It certainly wasn't me.
Sorry, Hikari. I figured I should probably introduce you since we'll be taking classes together. Hikari, this is Yui, and Yui, this is my little friend, Hikari.
Your little friend? Is that all I am to you? We've known each other for how many years now? The amount of disrespect I get from you is incredible.
Whoa, I'm sorry, Hikari. I'm sorry. Yui, Hikari is my childhood friend. We've known each other forever.
It's nice to meet you, Hikari.
It's nice to meet you too.
Little friend, big friend. That's how it works, right? Since we're all new here, we should all be friends. It'll make school more fun, right?
Yeah.
That sounds good, Knickers.
Yui then does something I didn't expect. She bows formally to Hikari.
Hikari, I hope we can be good friends. Please take good care of me.
Taken aback by her formality and politeness, even Hikari has a shocked look on her face and can only offer a stuttering reply.
Thank you. I hope we can be good friends.
Yui offers Hikari a warm smile. Very warm smile on the character here.
Hey, who wants to get something to eat? Knickers is paying today.
Hey! Hikari and Yui chuckle at my expense before dragging me out to lunch. After we stuffed our faces with food, the three of us returned to class. The rest of the afternoon was filled with a tour of the school grounds and an introduction to optional student subjects we could enroll in. All in all, it was a pretty full-on day, even though our actual core classes hadn't begun yet. The teachers wrapped up their day about 3 PM, telling us to go on our merry way and get some rest for tomorrow. Hikari offered to walk home with me, so we said goodbye to Yui, who was heading in the opposite direction. Before long, Hikari and I found ourselves out front of my place.
So, all in all, what did you think of your first day?
I'm liking it so far, even though we haven't started learning any magic yet.
Yes, well, from tomorrow on, it's classes as normal, so you best be prepared. I don't want to catch you slacking and letting your grades drop.
Don't worry. I'll do my best.
Thanks. By the way, what do you think of Yui?
What do I think of Yui?
She's a slag!
I mean, I don't know what other waifus are in this waifu game, so...
Well,
I don't really
There is a lolly coming up.
There's a lolly coming up, oh Jesus Christ. How do I fast forward? Right. I'm gonna say she's a little weird. Because she is a little... No, we're not going the teacher route. Alright, okay, apparently Hikari likes it when you shit talk other people. Good to know. Hikari's affection has increased by 1. With people like Yui, you never know what they're thinking. No, sorry.
With people like Yui, you never know what they're thinking. It might be best to be careful around her.
I give Hikari a nod. Either I'm not too worried. Oops. I've seen a side of Yui that Hikari hasn't seen. Even if that side is just underwear, at the very least, I know Yui can't let her guard down.
Anyway, I think I should have an early night. We need to be up bright and early tomorrow. I don't want a performance of your being late.
Max, are you saying my teacher voice wasn't too sensual? Because I thought that was pretty, The boys like that one, if you know what I mean. Roger that. I'll set my alarm extra early.
Make sure you do.
Hikari beams a familiar smile and then skips away.
See you tomorrow, classmate!
I wave sheepishly as Hikari goes on her way. I should head inside too and rest up. After all, tomorrow is another school day. For some reason, I'm much more energetic this morning. Probably because I'm not subsiding off of reheated Chinese takeaway and I've actually ate real food in the past 24 hours. I woke up on time, brushed my teeth and even took a shower. Silky clean. For putting on my uniform, my phone beep booped a nice tune to let me know about an incoming text message. I check my screen and my eyes are assaulted by a hailstorm of animated emojis.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Mum had to leave early for work today. I don't want to eat breakfast alone. Can I come have breakfast with you? You know?
Well, there's no doubt it's from Hikari. She always texts like this. I heave a sigh and send her a one-letter reply. Nah. Before I can even put my phone down, a reply pops up on the screen.
Beanie, be nice to me.
Classic Hikari. A second reply follows.
Be
BTW, I'm outside, uppy face! Seriously? If I didn't know her so well, I swear this girl has some issues with boundaries. I head towards the front door and open it up. I'm greeted by a gentle breeze. The fresh spring air is crisp this morning and feels nice on my skin. Hikari is standing there, glaring angrily at her phone. A single cherry blossom petal is stuck in her hair. Can't believe you didn't want me over for breakfast. Next time I won't ask, I'll just show up like I have just now. That's pretty much the same as right now. Shh, I don't want to hear it. Now move out my way. I'm making us pancakes. Well, can't complain about that. Hikari is pretty good at making pancakes, even if she just uses the pre-made mix from the store. How can you not be good at making pancakes? It's literally like, you know, pancakes. Poor people can make them. And yeah, there's so much text in this game that doesn't need to have been written at all. Hikari heads into the kitchen and starts humming as she prepares breakfast. I decide to sit down at the table and just wait for Hikari to expend her energy. It doesn't take her long to finish cooking. When she's done, she brings 2 plates of delicious smelling pancakes to the table. Ta-da! Pancakes a la Hikari, my family's secret recipe. You bought a pre-made mix from the store, didn't you? Ah, yes, but I added sugar. Sugar is a secret ingredient. I poke my tongue at her and dig in. Sure enough, the pancakes are good, nice and fluffy. Fua fua. Oh, a trademark weird stories. I had a dream about you last night. We were together, walking through a dark and eerie forest. I was so scared, but you were so brave. You told me that no one could hurt me as long as you were around. So that made me feel better, until we ran into an evil witch. The witch said,
Eat this cauldron of boiled mushrooms or I'll place a wicked curse on you.
Oh shit, it was Satomi.
You refused to eat the disgusting concoction, so the witch pulled out her wand and pointed it at you.
Zap! Boom! Tizam!
You transformed into a gross mushroom. The witch cackled and disappeared into the darkness. I looked at you, your disgusting mushroom face, and saw you still had eyes and a mouth. Even as a mushroom, you still had your usual dopey look. It made me really happy, for you were still yourself. Only a dream, right? Yep. But it got me thinking, if you turned into a talking mushroom, what would you do with yourself? I mean, I guess I'll wait until she eats me.
You'd make a safety save.
Yeah, don't worry, this isn't any percent speedrun. That's so mean. I'd never eat you. Except your penis. Hikari and I both finished eating. It was a good breakfast, that's for sure. For I can't help but feel a little sleepy after packing my face full of food. Hikari must be feeling the same way because she begins to yawn. The little cherry blossom petal that was stuck in her hair flutters down and lands on her empty plate. Oh, look, I'm so happy that cherry blossoms are in season again. This is my favourite time of year. The trees look so pretty. Hikari's face turns red and she blushes. I'm glad we get to go to school together in the springtime. It's such a wonderful dream come true. Some tosh about the usual tropes. Oh snap! We have to get going or we'll be late. And yeah, I woke up on time, was all ready to get going, and then this bitch rolls up in my crib and makes me late. What the fuck, man? Why you don't mess with thoughts, my boys? Because if we're late today, at least I can blame it on her absurd mushroom dream story. We all grab our stuff and hastily make our way to the door. Standing next to a school gate is a familiar face from yesterday.
Oh, good morning.
I get the feeling she was waiting for us here, too nervous to venture into the school alone. Luckily, Hikari and I managed to get here just in time. Yui is holding a nicely decorated box in her hands. I assume it's a bento lunchbox.
I made some sweets for us to share today. Would you be interested in meeting up for lunch?
Hikari literally jumps with joy.
Sweets? Oh, I love sweets. Let's have lunch together.
I nod and smile. Thanks, Yui. That sounds like a good idea. Yui's face turns red and she slyly lowers her head. Oh, that's you.
I'm glad. I'll look forward to it.
But for now, we need to get to class. March! March!
We make our way to our first class. It's another teacher. It's a new character, guys. What does this character sound like? I'm not doing a Jamaican accent.
Coward.
It's not politically correct. I can't make this sound not racist. That's the problem. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. What the hell is an American accent? Flatten my voice. Alright. Howdy, y'all! New students, and welcome to your first magical history class. My name is Isaline Arcane, and I'll be your teacher for this class. My duty to ensure you pass your exams and move on to become second-year students. As I'm sure you can tell from my... Oh, fuck. What do Brazilians sound like? As I'm sure you can tell from my accent, I'm not originally from Japan. No, I was born in Brazil, the south of the USA. and is famous for its culture of magic and wonder. Indeed, many famous magical girls have emerged from Brazil over the years. It's safe to say that Brazil is second only to Japan in terms of the amount of magical girls it produces. Because we really like Saint Seiya down here in Brazil, where I'm from. Magical girls, as I'm sure you know, have existed for centuries. Without them, the world would surely fall into disrepair. After all, it's a magical girl's duty to banish all evil in all its forms. However, I'm not here to teach you about banishing evil. I am here about to teach you about the origins of magical girls. Now, before we study where we all came from, it might be a good idea to examine where we are now. In today's world, evil is a rare thing to come across. Because of that, the average magical girl spends the majority of her time contributing to society instead of engaging in combat. There are currently 3 jobs that are considered to be the most popular among magical girls. They are, in order of popularity, music idol, gardener, and finally, teacher. You might be wondering why these 3 jobs are the most important. Well, I think I can explain the reasons behind that. Many magical girls pursue careers as musical idols. I'm sure you're all familiar with some of the famous idols on the music charts at the moment. I really hope there's not. Because of their abilities, magical girls are able to entertain like no other. Some idols use their power to put on grandiose shows with fireworks and lights, while others put their skills to use magical girls with supportive and healing abilities tend to tackle careers as doctors. Their unique powers make patients feel more better again in no time. Noble career choice and a positive impact on many people's lives. Lastly, becoming a teacher is a noble pursuit much like myself. We use our knowledge of the magical arts to help mold the youth for the future. During your time here at the Academy, you'll likely ask yourself over and over again what you aim to do once you graduate. Picking any of these 3 professions I've talked about today is an excellent choice. But be aware, these jobs are in high demand and you'll have a lot of competition. Now, Iseline continues on with her lesson. I'm definitely fascinated by her words, but Hikari's pancake breakfast has taken its toll on me and making me very, very drowsy. Yeah, there was no one accent there, that was going places. I do my best to stay awake throughout the rest of the lesson. The bell rings for lunch, and I need to take another drink. When we exit the classroom and head to lunch, I feel a gentle tug at my shoulder. I turn to look, and my eyes meet Yui's.
Hi.
Oh hey! Did you enjoy the class?
Couldn't understand the word the teacher said, but it was very interesting, I'm sure. I must have written 20 pages of notes.
20? 20 pages? How could you write that so much in that first lesson? I couldn't understand a single word she said.
I'm not sure. I think I just write quickly. How many pages of notes did you write?
1, maybe. Yui looks at me with disappointment. A look I'm sure I'm going to be very used to over the course of this stream. Oh.
Well, if you need to look over my notes, you're more than welcome to.
I smile and nod. Hikari is the last person to shuffle out in the classroom. She's mumbling something about wanting to become a musical idol and not a doctor. Same, to be honest. Hey Hikari, you okay? She looks taken aback.
I'm fine. I was just chatting to the teacher about what career path I should take.
Already? It's the second day of class and you're already thinking about your career?
Well, of course, I can't just drift aimlessly. I need to have a goal. You should start thinking about your future too, Knickers.
Nah. I'm good. Yui giggles a little. Hikari looks frustrated. Flustered, sorry.
But I can tell she doesn't want to get in a heated argument in front of Yui.
Hikari changes her demeanour completely when she sees the box of sweets Yui showed off this morning. She sidles up to Yui, a devious expression on her face.
Hey Yui, do you want to swear some sweets with us?
I roll my eyes at Hikari's predictable behaviour. To say she has a sweet tooth is an understatement. To Yui's credit, she just smiles and nods.
I brought these sweets for all of us, so I'm really looking forward to sharing with you both.
Jackpot! Let's go find somewhere to eat.
Itadakimasu.
Okay, Dante.
It's the usual tropes. Oh yeah, oh wow, I wonder where we're going. It's not like this is every Japanese story ever. Wow, we're on the roof eating lunch. Ooh, original, how brave.
Perfect. This can be our lunch hangout, where absolutely nobody has thought to go before, even though that's literally what every character does in every story.
It's not bad, I have to admit. There are a few places to sit, and the air is nice and fresh up here. There's a couple of birds perching on a ledge, minding their own business. One hoots as Hikari sits a little too close.
Now Yui, what do you have for us?
She's salivating at the thought of the sweets Yui brought.
Well,
Yui opens up the beautifully wrapped box she's been tucking underneath her arm. She removes the lid to reveal a neatly organised selection of homemade treats. Hikari's eyes dazzle as she takes in the bounty before her. Well, there's no CG or art for this. We just had taking their word for it. Pfft. How much did this game cost you, Nefu?
too much.
Too much. I mean, I was under the assumption that it costed less than €1.
And with the discount it did.
Yeah. There are sweet rice cakes, red bean mochi balls, green tea flavoured candies, chocolate drizzled chestnuts, and a few slices of fresh watermelon.
Yui, did you make all these? Did you really slice a watermelon by yourself?
Oh, okay. Never really thought of that.
Yes, well, except the watermelon, of course.
Everything looks amazing, I can't believe it. I have to try one of everything, I just have to.
Yui seems to take Hikari's greed as a compliment, and she smiles proudly. She offers the box to Hikari, officially giving her the go-ahead to jump in. I wait for Hikari to finish grabbing a few fistfuls of sweets before I selectively pick out the best looking mochi balls and chocolate chestnuts. Thanks, Yui. Everything looks really good. Yui smiles again, possibly even more than she did for Hikari. I bite into her ball, and the sweet red bean paste fill my mouth. The flavour is incredible. It's like anything I've tasted before. Yui must have a real knack for making sweets. That's amazing, Yui. Thanks for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm more than happy to share. You two are my newest friends, so I'm glad I can make something you both like.
I chomp on a few chestnuts and take a look over at Hikari. She has chocolate all over her face and watermelon juice dripping from the tip of her nose. I just shake my head and continue to enjoy the treats. Yui doesn't seem to be eating anything. She's just smiling and watching me enjoy myself. At first it seemed weird that she didn't want to eat anything, but when I think about it, she probably taste tests most of the stuff and gets sick of it really easily.
I
don't
hope you
give it
enjoy
any
getting
more thought.
drugged.
Look at this sinister smile she's got on her face. I'm gonna turn into a mushroom. Oh, there happens to be an old milk crate up here, on the rooftops, where they keep the old milk crates. Thanks so much, Yui. I really enjoyed the sweets.
You're very welcome, Knickers.
I nudge Hikari, encourage her to thank Yui, but she seems to be in a food coma and is fast asleep. There's still a lot of... How much chocolate was there died from a small lunchbox? Sorry about Hikari. She can be a bit herself.
Oh, it's not a bother. I can tell she liked the food, so for me, that's the best thanks I can get.
Where did you learn to make stuff like that?
The Great British Bake Off. I guess I just read a lot and pick up things here and there. No one ever really showed me how to make sweets.
Wow, who's your favourite host of the Great British Bake Off?
It's Mel. So, Knickers, do you have a girlfriend? Or a boyfriend?
I'm shocked by Yui's sudden forwardness. Everyone knows Mel isn't the best host of the Great British Bake Off. It's Noel Fielding, you fool.
So it's a boyfriend, huh?
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, you don't have to answer me. I was just trying to make conversation.
No, it's okay. We're all entitled to our opinions. It's a divisive show at times. The truth is, I've never watched an episode.
Oh, is that so? Then, what do you look for in a person? Gee, I wonder.
Where's my option that's just I like big titties?
The top one?
I mean, who is a tall, fit girl? That's nobody we've met yet, right?
Well, maybe if you made safety saves, you could.
I'm not making safety saves for this utter trash.
Wow.
I'm sorry to say it. Yeah, the middle is clearly childhood friend. Shy girl with glasses is clearly the shy girl with the glasses. Tall, fit girls is probably someone we haven't met yet. The gamble on the third girl being good. Honestly, probably the best bet. Oh no. I'm sorry, Nerfy.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you for telling me. Just so you know. I'm single too, and I thought it would be nice to find a partner during my time at the academy.
I'm sorry, Nerfy. I didn't mean it to work out this way between us.
You are the only boy here after all, so...
Hopefully I can get a girlfriend by the next 5 days. That's my ultimate dream. Yui grins widely.
A partner by New Year's Eve. That's a good dream. Maybe I'll make it my goal too.
Yui seems so kind of into me. I wonder if I'm reading the situation right. Or I can't really make a move if Hikari pretending to be asleep right next to us, and probably wouldn't be a good idea to get to know Yui better before I ask her to be my girlfriend. I'll give it some time, at the very least. She seems to like me a lot. It's a great start.
Oh, it looks like our lunch break is over.
The dialogue's so bad. Well, we better get to our next class. I shake Hikari and she awakens abruptly. What's happening? Wake up, sleepyhead. We need to get to our next class. Oh no, but I haven't had a proper lunch yet. I've only eaten sweets. Well, should have thought about that before you devoured your weight in chocolate. You and I laugh at Hikari's chocolate-faced expression. We all head downstairs on our way to the next class. It's the bedroom. I've taken them to bed with me. The rest of the day went by pretty quickly. I ended up taking Yui's advice and started writing more notes during our other classes. The VA in this is the best. What are you talking about, R-Type? Once school wraps up for the day, I said goodbye to Hikari and Yui and returned home. Yeah, one sec. I'll change the Steam info to show what game we're actually playing. Alright, there's even a category for it.
I thought you checked and there wasn't, but you were just lazy.
I was just lazy, yeah. Also, I didn't want to spoil the surprise, you know?
That's fair.
Once school wraps up for the day, I said goodbye to Hikari and Yui and returned home. I'm feeling pretty exhausted. I guess those 2 days of classes will do to you when you're not used to studying. I suppose I'll get some dinner and have an early night. After all, it's Wednesday, my dudes. It's actually Wednesday today, wow. Oh, we get choices. Man, somebody suggest this game to Jake. It's just what he wanted. Hey, my Brazilian accent was on point. Right, as you all know, in Japan you only have 1 class a day.
Can confirm.
Also, as you all know, in Japan, Sunday and Monday are the longest school days. Oh wait, that's I'm retarded, never mind. Yeah, this is a university, but it also happens to be a carbon copy of high school because reasons.
What's that calendar background?
Oh, it's the front cover of the manga from the start of the game.
Ah.
Back. Ooh. What's all this about? Gonna meet Yui in the forest. Well. It sounds like the things in my house are winding down for the night. So out of respect for the people I live with, I think we'll call a break to this wonderful adventure here. So I'm sure when they're in their bedrooms they don't want to hear whatever the teacher's voice was. I know, it saddens me. It saddens me greatly, but you can't have everything you want on Christmas. Yeah, the cats I live with are going to bed now. But, thanks. Got an inventory, wow. Wow, this is an actual game. Yep, help, I need help. Anyway, thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks Neffy for being worst girl.
I regret everything.
I regret everything. It's been special, yeah. Alright, I hope you'll have a whatever you do in the week after Christmas. Catch you later.